Set up. Set up. On the set. Ready, right? Here we go, here we go! Ready? Ready? Go! Ready? Let go! Here we go, shot! Roll, roll, roll!
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm Brandon Gaughan. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter. The cameras more numerous. I don't know. There's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner, my best friend. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, If he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bucs first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Off the RPO, he completes it. On the move past the 40. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. But they got a great answer right there. And almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hands it off out of the gun. Yeah, he'll be forced to dive forward just to get back to the line of scrimmage. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Right there, hurt.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The biggest game, the biggest stage, Super Bowl 63, one quarter in the books. 0-0 our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll try to run this one in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And his kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient. Excellent job blocking. Finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. On first down, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And a quick throw here. That's complete. So no gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On play action, it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver, complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying the Super Bowl at 7. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
Okay, ready.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a yard. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bailey. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
He'll get that out wide to Waddle. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jalen Waddle, 40 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They give him a gain of 37.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And some room to work across midfield, and finally taken down at the 34. 95 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, they'll try to run it. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And this one is right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, guys, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 4. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 130 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as a nice run there gets him down to the 6-yard line. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. A big play there for KC. 48 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Touchdown! Rashee Rice. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. 3 quarters in the books. 1 to go here in Super Bowl 63 in that final frame after this timeout. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for the right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Saw the linebacker, Damone Clark, coming through with a stop.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. The first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's McGee. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Now 1st and goal. Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Check contact. Check contact.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
And now an audible here into something else.
Check match. Check match.
Trying to take this home, they'll run.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Mahomes. And that's caught by Williams. And he'll get out of bounds, so that stops the clock. Is on one play. They're up close to midfield.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Well, this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
One final try for Mahomes. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
it.